Welcome to the best gambling show on the internet. This is the home of the money pick. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe. Week 9 upsets to bet. Nobody hits more upsets than us. And we've been hitting a lot of alt lines this year. We're going to keep them coming. We just have 2 games this week. Let's get to it. Week 9. First game, we got the Chicago Bears at the Cincinnati Bengals. Bengals are +3. I'm not going to do the Bengals +3. I'm going to do Bengals money line and then the over 51, and that's going to be +350. And a big disclaimer here before we enter this trench. Joe Flacco needs to play. If we get Jake Browning, stay away from this and maybe even bet the Bears. But when I look at this game, I look at a Bears team that is reeling, and they're not getting a lot of attention because there's a lot of other bad situations in this league. But the more I watch the Bears, the more I keep remembering last year, and everyone needs to remember they were 4-2 last year, and that debacle against the Ravens, we can look at it from both sides of the ball. I mean, Caleb Williams is absolutely terrible. That interception when they were down 3 points, backed up in their own red zone, was pretty much everything that symbolizes Caleb Williams. He can't come through in the big moments, and he's going to need to against the Cincinnati Bengals because this Bears defense is getting banged up more by the day. Every single day, another injury, and they have injuries in the secondary, and that's why I mentioned the Browning versus Flacco debate. If Flacco's out there with Jamar Chase, with T. Higgins, I like the Bengals in a shootout. I like the Bengals to score more points. Yes, the Bengals are terrible on defense. Yes, they got whooped by Justin Fields and the Jets last week. We're not hiding from that, and we're not just throwing that baby out with the bathwater. It's relevant, but I think you guys already knew the Bengals defense was trash. But at the end of the day, this game comes down to who has the ball last and who's going to make more plays. Whose arm do you trust more, Flacco or Caleb Williams? I like Flacco more in this spot, and I know the over-under 51 is an awful lot, but both of these defenses are struggling. Tyler Huntley whipped work at times against the Bears defense last week. Give me the Bengals money line over 51 for the +350. Next game, we got the Indianapolis Colts at the Pittsburgh Steelers. Colts -3. Oh, I know you guys think, I know that the in vogue upset this week is the Steelers. It's just like it was last week, right? You guys think the Steelers team's going to respond, right? Guys, I don't. I'm bringing this Colts -3, the Colts -9.5. And we've already hit Colts on the alts this year, and I think we're in a good position to do it again at +305 for the -9.5. Guys, firstly, this Colts offense is an absolute house. I've been saying it the whole year, but I don't think there's an offense playing better football in the league than the Indianapolis Colts. And whether you talk about running the ball with Jonathan Taylor, whether you talk about Shane Steichen mixing up the formations, using play action, and putting Daniel Jones in good positions, this Colts offense is the most balanced in the league. I think we can go that far. And you look at the Steelers team, there just hasn't been a lot of response. I mean, we saw what happened against the Bengals, fine, trap game. And then against the Packers, the football they put on display in that second half was absolutely reprehensible. And I'm looking at Mike Tomlin, and I'm not trying to poke holes at a legend. The man is an absolute legend and a very good coach in this league. but I do feel like he's reeling a little bit. I do feel like this Steelers team is on the way out, and they're just waiting for a 1-2 from Daniel Jones and Steichen to send them reeling and send the season where it probably should be, in Inferno, where their talent belongs. And when you look at this matchup, the Steelers defense against the Colts offense, it's like, what are you going to do? The Steelers haven't stopped the run the whole year, and they certainly haven't stopped the pass. I mean, we can go through game by game. We can go through the matchups that they got completely whipped in, but every single week, it just feels like the Steelers defense is getting worse. It doesn't feel like it's getting better, and they keep playing man-to-man in the secondary with old guys, and they're not getting close to anyone. And this front four, this defense, there's a ton of money invested in this Steelers defense, but where's the pressure? They can't get the pressure without sending a blitz, and I'm worried about this Steelers defense. And everyone thought Aaron Rodgers would be the reason why the Steelers season failed. It's not. It has nothing to do with Aaron Rodgers. He's putting up very, very good play, especially with the limited options. And last thing I want to say going into this game, I do think the Steelers offense can move the ball, and I think the Steelers offense can be productive and put up points. But I don't feel like they have the firepower or the explosion to really play with the Colts and take advantage of the Colts defense. I'm not saying this Colts defense is good by any means. I do think the Colts defense is the weakness. I think you can attack them, especially in the secondary. I just don't think the Steelers, outside of DK Metcalf, have any options that can put the Colts under threat. One last stat, one last data tidbit. The Colts are top 3 in the league at stopping quick passes. That's what the Steelers like to do, and that's what the Steelers need to do. And the Steelers also want to run the ball, and I feel like the Colts defense, that's their strength. Taking away the run, taking away the short pass, make Aaron Rodgers push the ball down the field, and I don't like the Steelers' chances. Give me the Colts minus 9.5 plus 305. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you share the videos. The best gambling show on the internet. Let's get this money. I hope everyone has a great Thursday night. Enjoy the Ravens. Enjoy the Dolphins.